and it's great. Works really well. Battery. Hi everyone, Paul, it's Sam. Welcome to another At The Bench update. So it's been 5 days since the last one. We've got a new build on the go, the Subaru. We've got a new buddy build SIG on the go, thanks to Dan Edmonds' suggestion last time. Some things have progressed, some things haven't so much. They have, but not as much as I'd have hoped. But we'll get to those in a little bit. So first off, those who watch the Friday night show or have been joining the Off Air Hangouts may have noticed we've got a new platform for hosting them. Using a program called Jitsi, or Jizster as I keep calling it. It's a lot more stable, better quality, better audio, better video. Whereas we were restricted to 10 people on the old Google Hangouts, we can have up to 50 in this one. So that should be good because quite often get full. There's people waiting to get in. And now it's going to be pandemonium. It really is. It's going to take a little bit getting used to. But it worked well on Friday. Went live with no issues at all. Didn't drop out at all. Great video quality, and it's nice to have a solution because the Google Hangout Live option ends on the 1st of August. Some people think it's going to be a replacement. I don't know what's going to happen, but we've got one now, and I'm very, very happy about that. So Friday night show went great. Off Air Hangouts is still great as well. If you want to come join them, it's a lot easier to join now. You might find it less fussy in joining. I know a few people have had trouble getting in the past. This is so much easier, really is. So that's going well. That's an absolute release to get that sorted because the sun's kind of been stressing me for a while. So absolutely fantastic. So make sure you come join us on our Off Air Hangouts and come watch the live show every Friday night. Now, Ferrari build ended on the 19th. We had a few builds finished by the look of it. There's a few people still carrying on. Just carry on with your work. I'd rather you just build it and enjoy it rather than thinking, oh no, I didn't finish, etc. I'm going to put a post up probably today asking for everyone who finished to put a picture up of the build, and I'll show it in the next At The Bench update. So thanks everybody who took part. Now, as for suggestions last time, and Dan Edmonds came up with a great one, and I just tweaked it a little bit, and it was classic cars. So we're going with 50s, 60s, 70s classic cars. Race or road, as long as they're from that era, it doesn't really matter at all. Loads of good options there, loads of cool stuff that can be built, and absolutely fantastic idea. Well done, Dan. So myself and Sam have picked 4 GT40s, these ones, and we bought the decal schemes for them as well. Sam's doing yellow, I'm doing black, and they look okay, the kits. We have to order them from overseas, so they're on the way from Japan, and the decals are on the way from Spain, so they should be here in the next week. As soon as they arrive, and me and Sam get a break in the build we're currently doing, we'll start the group build. It's going to run for 6 weeks after the start date, so it's probably going to start in about a week, and it'll run for 6 weeks after that. So if you want to take part, please feel free to join in. It should be a great, fun build. After that, myself and Sam were talking today, and it's kits we've got quite a few of as well. McLaren. I got a few GTRs, I've got some Fujimi, Oshima, we've got a Model Factory Hero kit as well. So I think the next buddy build after this one will probably be a McLaren one. Not quite often we think this far ahead, but it's something we thought about for a while, so give you a bit of a heads up. If you want to join in, you can go grab a kit and come and join us. So that'll be after the classic car one. So that should be fun as well, because some nice cars, some nice schemes with that McLaren as well, so it should be great. Aston is progressing okay, a bit slow, been a bit busy this week. Tons of sanding on that kit. It was absolutely killing my mojo on it, but it's all there now. We're all through. Everything's painted up. You'll see it in a minute. We'll go overhead. Got a few detail parts to paint up. We can get all the running gear, suspension, all assembled up. Wheels are painted. And we get all that assembled and get the next part of the video up. That'll leave part 4 to cover the interior, and then probably part 5 where we assemble it all together. But it's looking good. Body's still looking great. Running gear is coming along well. Bit fiddly to mask in places, but it is coming along well. But I would have liked to have progressed a little bit quicker than I have. Subaru's going well, and they started that a couple of days ago, and I decaled it last night, so I'll show that overhead in a minute on the overhead cam. So yeah, pretty happy how things are going. Like I said, we're a bit busy this week, so distracted and what have you. Not done as much modelling as I'd like to, but it's just one of those things. It's the way it is. So full day today, and I hope to get that Aston video up tomorrow. A few other videos in the pipeline I want to do. Some of them mean to do for a long time. I did an Apex vid years ago when we released them. We're getting a few people saying they're having issues with them, and they're just dirty. Literally 95% of the time with any airbrush, if you have an issue, it's more than likely dirty. That's more than likely what it is. The other 3% will be a broken part. The other 2% is probably something you're doing. Honestly, it is. If you've got a problem with your airbrush, it's more than likely just not clean. I've had a few people say that the Apex is just not spraying right. I've even had them sent back to me. Check them, clean them. They've been perfect. They've been sent back. No faults, no parts needed at all. So I'm going to do a full video on stripping it down, cleaning it, reassembly, taking care of it, tips and tricks on use, multiple airbrushes. I know it sounds like a sales pitch because we sell them, but I've always had multiple airbrushes, even before we had the Apex. I was using Harder Steenbecks, Iwaters. Always had 4 or 5 of them, and it's for different paints, because some paints don't like to be mixed together. Water-based Valleos, life colours, etc. Don't like to be mixed with lacquer, same with the primers, and they can congeal in the nozzle, and it might still spray, but it's still in there, and that can cause you issues spraying. So having multiple issues, not everyone can do it with a budget, I understand that, but if you can, it's well worthwhile doing, at least to keep, alcohol, water-based acrylics away from lacquer-based. It's well worth doing. I've got 2K primer, so UMP primer. I've got 2 lacquer brushes, one for my car lacquer paints, one for just generic painting, and I've got a metallic one as well, because the metallic paints leave flakes behind. That can show through in other paints. 2K definitely is a dedicated brush in my opinion to make the most of it because of the nature of what you're spraying. Obviously everyone's budget can't cater for that, and I understand that, but simple tips that I can save you a lot of mucking around, a lot of messing about as well. So I'm going to cover that as well. And another one as well, people constantly saying about UMP primer and white in general, that they struggle to spray it. If you go watch the Aston video, part 1, you'll see me spray white on it. Really easy, no problem at all. It's just down to technique, and it's the same with any white paint. White, red, yellow, need very thin coats to build them up, or they'll run. So yeah, I'm going to revisit a couple of videos I've done before and go a little bit more in depth and have a look at that. And I also want to do a pro range video as well. So I've got 3 I want to do. So airbrush, primer, and the pro range 2K. Dedicated videos on those. So I'm going to try and get through those as I go. First up will probably be maybe the 2K one. I might do it on the Subaru. We'll see. I'll see how things go. So let me know your thoughts on those as well. So that's it really. Loads of new stuff in at UMP. We've got more of those Leon Mercedes AMGs in. Limited run on those, so once they're gone, they're gone. We're fully stocked on most things, so go on over and have a look. Blatant plug, of course it is. UMPretail.com. Have a look. We've got everything on there you need modelling wise. We certainly have. Another thing as well, all the products I use in all these videos are now linked in the description down below. Click on that, it takes you to a post on the forum. Have a look, and there's about 90 products listed on there of everything I use. So if you think of anything, give me a shout, and I'll add it to the list. There we go. Right, let's go overhead. Let's have a look at these cars. Let's see where we're at, and then we'll come back and say goodbye. Hooroo. Rightio, let's start with the Aston build. Where are we at? Right, well, we're on the running gear. So this is the chassis. Now this needs to be sprayed in semi-gloss black, which I have at the front, and the wheel arches inside. And across the front here, the rest is just UMP black primer. We've then got a mask off for TS17 Tamiya, which I decanted and sprayed through the Ultimate Apex. We've then got to unmask this to here, mask this back off and spray body colour over there. So quite tricky to do, but hopefully worth it long run. Quite a bit of masking there, quite careful as well. So hopefully it'll look well when it's done. So that's that. All the running gear, right, so the majority of it is semi-gloss black. So this is the new LP5 lacquer from Tamiya, which is just superb. By far the best semi-gloss black you're going to find. I'm just waiting for it to come into the UK. I got to buy overseas at the minute, but it's absolutely superb stuff. It really is beautiful. Sprays down lovely and gives a very, very, very nice semi-gloss black. It's beautiful. So that's that done. Brake calipers have been sprayed in Brembro Red from Zero Paints, and I clear coated them yesterday for speed. Let me stop the camera wobble. In some TS13 from Tamiya. There's some decals to go on there still. We'll get to those as we need to later on. And everything else, as you can see, is just painted up, ready to go for detail painting. And so on and so forth. So there was a lot of sand there. Quite a lot of parts on this running gear, because that's half of it. And there's the other half. If I zoom out again. So we've got a clip there we're using for the chassis. Brake discs have been painted in Zero Paint's ceramic brake. I think it's grey, as you can see. And then I've dual coated them with some Testors dual coat. I've got a circle template. I'm going to do the centres in semi-gloss black. And that is pretty much them done. So with the red calipers, they should look pretty good. They should look pretty nice. Everything else is all sprayed up in various different colours. We got the exhaust done in like a gold titanium colour. So that's Mr. Hobby super metallic gold and titanium mixed. Rest of it is matte aluminium from AK. And then the engine cover has been all painted in XF2 at the front. Masked off and sprayed LP5 semi-gloss black yesterday. And I need to mask off the back and spray, what will it be? Probably matte aluminium again. Maybe an aluminium there, we'll see on that. And that's that done. And then on the front, lower half of the engine, that's all been painted in X63 I called out for. It looked a good match, so I used it. Masked off and then sprayed an X8, I keep going X18 semi-gloss black, it's not, LP5 semi-gloss black. Just need to mask off the suspension turret tops and spray them, I can't remember what colour it was now, but it's a metallic colour. And that's essentially that, that's where we're at with that. We've still got all the interior to build up and obviously some exterior parts to get on there as well, but for the most part that's how it's coming. The body has dried absolutely beautifully. It really is an absolutely stunning 2K finish. Definitely one of my best to date. It's absolutely gorgeous. So very happy with that. I got a few spots of dust in there, a bit of dust, but not a lot. Not a lot. And to be honest, with as good as that finish is, it's literally that door is the worst. I don't know if you can catch it. It's right there, right in the middle. There's a big, it's probably a hair to be honest. A hair's landed in there. And I am tempted just to leave this thing be because I don't know if I'll get that finish back if I sand it and polish it. I really don't know. It is a damn nice finish out the gun. So I'm tempted just to leave it to be honest. It's a speck of dust on the roof. It's basically one on the roof right at the back there. And one on the door there, and they're quite hard to see to be honest, so I am tempted to leave them. There's one on the front arch there as well. Maybe we'll just take it back in the places where there are the dust and leave the rest. But it's come out really well, and obviously we've got the bonnet and the other bits and bobs, wing mirrors and that, but very, very happy this has gone. Really, really happy. It's beautiful. I'm glad I chose that colour as well. The wheels are knocking around somewhere. Give me a sec. There they are. So there's the wheels as well. I don't think anyone's seen these yet. I might have shown them last time. They've been done in a gunmetal. So with those and the blue of the body, they're going to look pretty smart, I think. Definitely. So yeah, happy I chose that colour too. So there we go. That's testing. Like I say, video should be up on Monday. All being well. Yes. And we can progress. There we go. So next build, obviously me and Sam are waiting on our classic car builds, but they haven't arrived yet. So we picked another kit. I've got like, this kit I've got about 6 of. I've got 5 of the other Monte Carlos, 2 Safaris, 2001 Rally Great Britain, the other 2001, a 2005 and 2004 Japanese. I've got about 18 Subarus, or Scooby-Doos as they're affectionately known in the UK. And tons of decal schemes, so I thought about time we revisit. It's a great kit, lovely looking car. The pig of this kit is those damn inserts for the spotlights. Now, most people leave them. Every build I see they've been left, and it's a shame because they are a bit of a pig to fill, but it's worth spending the time to do because the real car, that is the insert, not up here. That's all smooth, it's smooth bodywork. So it's a mistake. Is it a mistake? It's not really a mistake. It's something people leave out, and I spot it every time because I know how much work it takes to get rid of. It took me the entire Friday night show sanding to get rid of them. and then about an hour of filling and careful gluing and what have you to get them in there. It's quite a lot of work to get rid of them. I showed it on the techniques guide if you want to have a look. It's well worth doing because to me it's a glaring thing I always look for. I look to see if they've been filled. See beautiful builds of the car, and I mean stunning, and they haven't filled this, and I always think it's a bit of a shame. Now that's me being a bit of a rivet counter, but it's not really rivet count because it's wrong. It's just something I always spot because I know how hard it is to do. So if you do build it, just enjoy it at the end of the day. But if you want to make it super duper, fill those in. They are awkward to do, but they're well worth doing. So what scheme have we gone for? Now I've got multiple schemes. So it's got speedline rims. So we've got some Renaissance speedlines, the 6 spokes. And the scheme we've gone for is this Valencia scheme, which is absolutely stunning. I love this scheme. I've always liked the look of this from the day I bought it. It was quite a daunting scheme. It really, really was. And I thought, oh my god, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. Racing 43 decals, which I've not got a lot of experience of. But these went down absolutely fantastic. No issues at all. Not one single issue. And it looks beautiful. The decals laid down absolutely superb. Very quick scheme as well. It didn't take me long last night. It took me about 4 hours. As you can see, my fronts are pretty much filled in. They're not perfect. They are hard to do. Trust me, they're very hard to do. 2K will cover those flaws at the end. But just spend a little bit of time filling them in. It's well worth doing. It's just a stunning scheme. It's the Treble 5 Rally Blue. I call it Sonic Mike. I think that's a road going car colour. But it's a great colour. Now, a couple of things you're going to spot. Number one, I use my hole punch to get around this. Is it an antenna? No, it's a sensor, isn't it? I can't remember what it is now. Somebody will tell me in the chat. So hole punch into the decal, cuts it out perfect. It lays over no problem. Antenna mounts. Now, I was going to leave the kit one on. And I thought, no, I'll get rid of it. So I got rid of it, purposely didn't sand it. And why didn't I sand it? Number one, so I can see exactly where it goes. Because I've got the extended mounts from Hobby Design. And number two, I didn't really need to. It's going to sit on top of that and it'll sit down perfect on it. So I wasn't really all that bothered. The other one's under there as well. I'd rather leave them where I can see where they go because they are quite tricky to spot otherwise. So I've left it there as well. But very happy how this has gone. It's turned out lovely. I've just noticed there one of those decals needs a little bit more setting solution on it. I mustn't have pushed it around the back last night enough. Ooh, that sounds bad, doesn't it? So, great kit. Nice cheap kit as well. You pick this up for must have less than 20 quid, I think. And it really is a nice kit. So, can't wait to get this to 2K. And this might become the guinea pig for the 2K video. We shall see, but very happy how that's turned out. Wing mirrors are done as well, they're over there. Roof scoop's still loose, spoiler's still loose because I like to do those separately. And these beautiful 6-spoke speed lines will be painted in gold as well. I'm not sure what gold to do, whether to do TS21 or do the Subaru gold. They're not Subaru rims though, so I don't think they'll be Subaru gold. So I'll probably just go with a generic gold. But that's where we're at. Very happy with that scheme. It's beautiful. It really is a nice scheme. And yeah, that's where that's going. So there we go. Looking forward to this classic car build. I wanted to build a GT40 for quite some time, and hopefully we'll see a few of you guys and girls out there joining in too. So there we go. Let's go back to me because I've walked on for 10 minutes about my builds. So you guys, you can see coming along well. Aston's tricking along well. Very happy with that Subaru body. That's a beautiful looking scheme. That very happy. Hope that should 2K well, and it should become the subject of the Pro Range video. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But happy how they progress, and be glad to get that next Aston video up. And I can't wait to see it finished, to be honest. It's going to look hopefully good. The paint job turned out fantastic, and I'm hoping the rest of it will as well. So it'll be interesting to see. Any feedback you got on the build videos or any of these videos, let me know in the comments down below. I answer every comment. Might take me a while to get there, but I do answer them all. Any views, opinions, whatever, let me know. If anything I bore you with, let me know. I might not change it. But give me your feedback and let me know. Appreciate all the comments and the feedback I receive on the channel. So there we go. As always, check out the Scale Model Facebook page and forum, my Paul ISM Facebook page where my work gets shared. UMPRetail.com, of course, for all UMP products and everything else we sell over there. Live at the Bench page for the live show and the Off Air Hangout group for all the Off Air Hangouts, which are well worth joining because they're a good laugh and good fun, and you'll do plenty of modelling and meet some good people in there too. Keep an eye out next week for the Aston video and hopefully some of the other videos, the primer, airbrush and 2K videos that I'm going to release. And there'll be some reviews as well. A few more BMAX kits to get through and anything else I can think of along the way. As always, got any comments, criticisms, whatever, pop it in the comments down below and let me know what you think. So there we go. Catch y'all later. Bye bye.